And covering Tennessee, an issue almost all of us deal with every day. It's taking America and the rest of the world by storm, and new research actually showing what people are doing to keep their addiction going.
Right. We admit to having this problem, and you've probably caught us using it right here on the anchor desk. We're talking about our smartphones and our tablets. And U.S. Cellular has some pretty interesting results. It shows that most people would rather give up chocolate, caffeine, and some even food and water than give up their smartphones.
You know, I think Marco would do that, to be honest with you. And this research shows the average person uses a smartphone about 100 times per day.
Wow, an amount when he's not even here. The vice president of U.S. Cellular went 24 hours without his, and he made some pretty interesting observations.
Took about a 15-minute drive. If something would have happened in the car, I did not have a phone to call anybody. I'd be waving down somebody on the road, kind of like we used to do. And that didn't feel so good.
Coming up, you can hear more from him and if he was able to truly give up the tech for a full 24 hours.
Yeah, and Marco also spoke to people in Knoxville just to see if they agree, and some of their responses may surprise you depending on what you think, so we'll have more on that coming up a little bit later.
Pete, thank you. We do live in a world, let's face it, where we are so dependent on technology. Much like our caveman ancestors were dependent on fire and spears to survive, we gotta have our tech gadgets. We never go far without it, and a new study from U.S. Cellular shows that many people would rather give up a whole lot of things in life to not give up their smartphones and tablets.
And our tech guru around here, Marco Villarreal, takes a look at what East Tennessee thinks and the challenge one man took that some of us might just call crazy.
Everywhere you look, the tech is taken over. Some call it an obsession bordering addiction.
I don't know if I'd be addicted or not, but it's certainly something that I would miss if I didn't have.
Is addicted to cell phones and tablets and all that?
Yes, sir.
Are you addicted?
Yes.
Research from U.S. Cellular finds that in Tennessee, 80% of smartphone users would rather live without chocolate than give up their phones. Men we spoke with tend to disagree.
I'm not a big chocolate lover, so I could easily give up chocolate.
I could give up a chocolate.
But the ladies...
Did you give up chocolate before you gave up your cell phone?
I don't know. I'm not that attached to my cell phone.
I really like chocolate, so I'll take the chocolate.
Would you give up chocolate?
No. Not my chocolate, no.
Vice President of U.S. Cellular, Tom Catani.
Last night when I went to bed, I let go. And this morning when I woke up, I missed my phone already.
He's given up his cell phone, tablet, and smartwatch for 24 hours.
Tom, this is what you do. Why would you get rid of technology? You're shooting yourself in the foot, aren't you?
I think it's really good to have a perspective on what happens when you don't have it. How's your life changed?
Are you tweaking right now? Do you want that phone in your hand?
I'm definitely a user. I'm probably an abuser at times. And I do feel a little uncomfortable. You know, I find myself patting my pockets for my phone, but so far I haven't lost control.
To see how committed he is to no phone for 24 hours, I play the tempter in his righteous quest.
Excuse me, I will be right back. Tom, did you touch my phone? Because it was over here, but now it's here. Did it feel good to touch it at least when you pushed it over?
No, it didn't. I wanted more.
All right, Mark always makes fun of me because I actually did leave my phone at home today. I can go pretty much all day without it.
You're surviving right now.
Yeah, I don't really mind it. I mean, as long as I can get on the computer at work, there's things that... I mean, I'm with everybody who needs to get a hold of me by the time I'm at work.
There
I guess you could put it that way.
All right, well, Tom did finish his challenge successfully. He had his wife and a few others hide all of his equipment, and he admits he never thought it would be easy, especially the feeling of losing a lifeline. It does kind of feel like a security blanket sometimes.
I mean, even for parents with kids that have them. Tom does extend this challenge to all of you at home, saying this is going to open your eyes, and if you take the challenge, we want to know about it because we want to know how you did and what you thought. But again, I sometimes think it's healthy to just step away from it and not hear the phone ringing or the text going off. So I've enjoyed my day so far.
We've got to see if you can do it. We're going to be right back with final check of today's top story.